We are at day one of the Yee project. This is in Peachtree Corners, a really nice exclusive neighborhood here. And we're gonna create some really usable space actually out in the front yard, which is a little uncommon, but they have limited space behind the house, as you can see. So we're gonna take advantage of this space that we have here along the left side of the house. The elements that are going to be contained are going to be a garden/retaining wall that is actually going to start over where the existing boulders are, and it's going to meander around through the property towards the back. And then we're going to have a garden wall that's going to attach to it and then come back around this way. And then contained within that space will be a patio and an outdoor fireplace. And then of course plantings will happen after that. So what we're gonna focus on right now is the grading and the drainage. So we obviously have an issue of drainage coming off the back of the property. So we're gonna need to absolutely manage that water so it can't damage all of the improvements that we're planning on doing now. It's one thing that Ed, our founder, and Jeremy, our president, talk about all the time. Your designs and your installations must be sustainable. So the first thing you need to look at is the grade and where is the stormwater gonna go. If you don't manage that properly, your improvements are subject to a lot of damage over time. So we always focus on creating the proper infrastructure before we just start throwing improvements at. Again, this is day one. We haven't even started putting any shovels in the ground yet, so stay tuned. This is probably gonna be a few weeks. I'll give you periodic updates and you get a kind of chance to see how it develops here. Hopefully I can keep your interest and you can see the finished product here in a few weeks. Thanks again for tuning in to Georgian Landscape TV, and we'll talk to you soon. We are in Peachtree Corners at the Yee project, and we're at about day 8 right now, and I wanted to be able to show you the project. Within the first video, I kind of explained what we were going to do. Now you're kind of see things take shape. As we talked about in the original video, as you can see, the house has a certain equity in terms of the brick and the natural stone, and we're carrying that over into the garden walls and the posts that we're going to be putting in, as well as the outdoor fireplace. We wanted to make sure that this space looked integral with the house because it's not in the backyard, it's in the side yard. And I think that was very important. So as you can see, it's taking shape really well. Stay tuned for more episodes of Georgian Landscape TV and the Yee project. Thanks. We're at the Yee project. I don't know what day it is. I think it's probably day 20 or so. I kind of lost track, but we've got some pretty good progress here in terms of laying everything out. As you can see, garden walls that are going to kind of establish the space. And we've already talked about the garden walls matching the house. As you can see, we've got the natural stone, and then we're going to incorporate the brick columns, which we haven't done yet. You'll see that these will be the brick columns, which will match. And you can actually take a look. You can see the brick that's on the house right there. So the brick columns are going to match the house, and it'll add a little bit of contrast next to the natural stone garden walls. And as you can see, the access points, we've got a set of steps over there that we installed last week, and now we're working on this set of steps. These are all solid flagstone step treads, and they're specifically cut into place. We wanted to have a 6-foot wide opening, narrowing to 4, and then opening back up to 6. And then obviously we talked about, I'm not sure if it was the last video or possibly the video before, but we already had some existing boulders on property. And as you can see, we're able to use them here because we've got to make sure the grade is adjusted around the steps so we don't end up with a lot of erosion. Mundo and Kevin have really come up with a really good idea how to repurpose those boulders. In the future, we're going to obviously be putting an outdoor fireplace. You can see the space for that. And then we're going to be selecting materials sometime this week for the paver patio. So we're going to get obviously the client involved to try to pick out a large format paver for the patio base. Things are coming along great. Thanks again for tuning in to Georgian Landscape TV, and we'll talk to you soon. We just finished the Yee project here in Peachtree Corners. I want to be able to take a few moments and show you all the elements. There were a lot of elements here. We had grading and drainage elements because we have that bank behind us that's contributing a lot of storm water during a storm, and we didn't want it to affect the improvement, the patio space here. So we did a lot of work behind the scenes, I guess, if you will. But I think an important part of this whole project was trying to match the home. This, unlike a lot of projects that end up in the backyard, this is actually on the side of the home, exposed to the street. So it was very important that this improvement looks like it belonged to the home. So we have the brick and we have the natural stone all tied in to the elements that were originally used with the home. So the natural stone, we have natural stone veneer on the garden walls. We have the brick that matches the home, and we have natural flagstone that leads from the driveway in 2 locations down to the paver patio. Those natural flagstone steps are lined with the low voltage lighting, so at night it creates a nice glow. And then we have the fireplace here is kind of the focal point, and tons of patio space for entertaining. This is all framed with brand new plant material. There's really not a section of this area that we didn't touch with the new plants. So we have a combination of hibiscus and daphne, leucothoi. There's tons of great specimen plants that we used to highlight the hardscape. You can't just put hardscape in, you've got to back it up with some really great plants. And it looks like we put that together here. This is the final product that Georgian Landscape Design put together. We're pretty proud of it. The Yees are very happy. Once again, this is Philip Tucker. Thanks again for tuning in to Georgian Landscape TV. But Georgian Landscape Design is a quality company and a competent choice. Also, we have a series of designers that actually can come to your home for a consultation. Give Sean a call in the office today and we can set up your consultation. Thanks again for tuning in.